Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. I'm your host, B, and today we're reacting to Corey and the crew talking stuff about the Rainbow Team. Let's hear what they got to say, and we're going to come back and talk about it.
Two women in a relationship together, those are two insane people.
Y'all some unstable creatures. See, I ain't gonna say the B word. I'm gonna say unstable creatures.
They're insane. They're not getting what they're supposed to get. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. How can you be a woman and think that you are sane if you ain't never had no nigga wash up in your sink and say, bitch, shut the fuck up? That's part of being a woman in America.
Shut the fuck, don't say nothing, don't speak to me, don't look.
Actually,
If you ain't never had that, you missing out.
but what's interesting is
Tell them about it, D.
No, very funny. No, I was gonna say, but what's interesting is you saying that, but your majority, I would like to think, the least the people I know, majority of lesbians I know were either, what is it called now, bi. So in other words, they have been with guys, or they were with guys first, and then now they're.
Well, I'm glad you said this because we could talk about this because I'm gonna talk about the man on man shit too. That's coming. 'Cause that's some shit I really look forward to saying something about. But in this world, everybody is different. There are people with strong sexual appetites that want men and women.
No man can turn down this pussy.
It's girls out here who want men and women. It's men out here who want men and women. You know what I'm saying? It's girls out here who got a good man who work real hard, but they got to get fucked by different guys.
Do I smell a whore?
They got to. They can't stop it. It's men out here, for the most part. And when I say, you see, I made the difference with men. Men love having sex with multiple women. It doesn't mean one woman ain't no good. It doesn't mean one woman ain't doing something right. That most people don't have the courage to say, I like sleeping with multiple women because they don't want their woman sleeping with multiple guys. That's why men don't want to say it. But sleeping with multiple women is something that I feel like is almost inevitable, and at least I'm being nice when I say this. But 70% of relationships, it ain't one pussy filling out this relationship. It's multiple pussies in the relationship. 70%. Marriage, been going together a long time, whatever you want to say. Other pussies around, and hopefully they ain't in the car y'all bought together.
They still bringing that bad energy, though. They giving it to you.
Why I feel like it's influence comes from parents. You ever seen somebody normalize trauma?
What you say?
You ever seen somebody normalize trauma?
All the time.
A lot of people do.
And it's from what they grew up from, right? Like they what they seen growing up or what happened to them. That's why I feel like the same happened with that. They can be easily influenced from their parents with that also.
You talking
Because
about with what?
It's part of their
You talking
lifestyle.
about with gay behavior?
Right.
Yeah, it's part of their lifestyle. If they're seeing both of their parents as two men or two women, then that's normal to them.
Well, of course it is.
Listen to
And it's
this, Marcus.
accepting.
Listen to this, Marcus. I think that a child has a better chance of growing up normal if he around two women in a relationship than two men in a relationship. That's what I believe. And any motherfucker who tell me I'm crazy, so if you got a son who watching two niggas come out the room
Oh my God.
in the morning with the dookie, wind blow when the door open. If you think that boy is gonna grow up not mentally crazy, you wrong. Do you know man penetrating man is different than women grinding with women? I don't care what toys they play with. They ain't doing nothing but blistering up two perfectly well pussies. When a man push up in another man, even the bed sheets can't stand it. It is a foul act that is condemned in this so-called Bible. So if you mad at me, be mad at the Bible. I was watching the good brother, the minister. He put it so eloquently. He was saying, if you get down like that, I can't have you in the nation. And the way he said it, it wasn't like he was talking about him. He was just saying, you got to work on that. All you people who like to say, ain't nothing wrong with me, shit out this nigga, and you a nigga, you crazy.
Nigga, you crazy.
I'm just trying to tell you, dog. That's why most people don't want somebody like me around, because they know when I peep it, they know how I feel. I don't hate you. I'm not a hater. I love my brothers and sisters. But
you're just uncomfortable.
if you are a man smashing another man, you will not get an invitation to nothing. I'm not going to no wedding with two men getting married. I'll go to a wedding with two women getting married because this is fucking hilarious.
And there's gonna be some hoes in that bitch.
Right.
Ooh, it's gonna be some
They
hoes.
just won't want you.
Shit,
They gonna want me.
want
Shit.
your girl.
They ain't around straight
They'll
women
want your
too.
girl or your mom.
Look, even bitches who really don't want dick, they want some money. So I'm in the game.
Oh, look.
With every bitch out there, I'm in the game.
Hashtag tricks.
Tricks, whatever you want to call it, goddammit. I'm in the game. I don't want to hear that shit. It's a girl living in my building. I
some
always
balls.
see girls running in and out of her apartment. I'm like, oh, no wonder she ain't tried to flirt with me yet.
Oh, wow.
Man,
He's thinking that.
I'm handsome with all bitches.
She
I done
could
had
just have a
stuff.
lot of friends,
Listen.
Corey.
No, hell no. One day I saw 4 girls march up in there. I was like, that's a pussy sucking house right there.
Oh,
This is what you don't understand about me, D. I'm handsome with all bitches. I done had studs try to holler at me, man.
All right, y'all, we grown folks, so keep your feelings to the side. I know some of y'all got kids and grandkids and who dibbling and dabbling with this lifestyle and people getting in their feelings about it. But my thing is, when we was coming up back in the day, like late 80s, early 90s, when I was growing up, you just didn't see this type of stuff. There was no such thing as a, same gender, and I got to use my words carefully. This is YouTube, okay? You just didn't see this type of lifestyle. You didn't see these TV shows. You didn't see the commercial promotion of this type of lifestyle like at Target. You all know they had a month. They done took over the good Lord's creation with the rainbow. Let's talk about the mindset. I forgot who said it, but they said like at some point back in the day, like, the early 1900s, this was considered like a mental illness. You're confused. Some people like to even use the term reprobate, the biblical term for it. And when he was talking about 2 women getting hitched, I'm like, I know of a couple who did that, and it blew up in one of their faces. The younger one, an older chick married a younger chick. The old head, and I knew it wasn't gonna work out, especially when I found out that the old head had been married to a man and had a kid. The younger chick had never been married to a man, had never had a kid. Sure enough, they get married, combine finances, all this type of stuff. The younger chick was the man. So she trying to do all this to provide this lifestyle, want to act all uppity. And long story short, it ended. She found out that her spouse was back cheating with a dude. So, the marriage is over. They done both went their separate ways. And this person's world really was crushed. And I'm like, Corey, like, I don't mean no offense because I love this person. But I'm like, you actually thought this was going to be successful? Like, I couldn't say that because that would have seemed mean. But that's all I was thinking. When I remember when they first sent the pictures, because they eloped. So they first sent sent the pictures to everybody, like, surprise, we married. And I remember looking at it like, you actually think it's gonna be some longevity in this? I don't understand the mindset of it, me personally. And I want my commentary to be more focused on women, because men is just, it's pretty obvious what that is. It's pretty disgusting to us all. But society gives women more of a pass. Society tolerate 2 women way more than they tolerate 2 men, even though both of them is an abomination if we talking from a spiritual standpoint. Now, they also mentioned trauma, and I feel like the person I know was traumatized because of their looks. Sometimes people are so insecure with the way they look, and y'all know people get bullied in school, and if your mind ain't strong enough, you hold on to what people called you, how people talk about like your nose or your skin complexion. Some people hold on to that even to their adulthood, but they don't even admit it. So that trauma had them like, I never get a man. Or if you maybe was a big girl, maybe feeling like you got a bat for the other team because you can't get a man, or you can't get a man who want to seriously be with you. Speaking of trauma, I'm not knocking nobody for their weight, but I'm saying trauma being reasons why our people want to play for the other team. And then being easily influenced. Now, I know this happens a lot with these young kids up in these high schools and stuff. If you watch these little reels and clips, you will see them talking about, they friends on that tip. And they friend turned them out. You think your daughter going to a sleepover or a girls event, but there's some stuff going on at that girls event. You just don't know nothing about it. You think your daughter's safer being with all girls, but probably not. And lastly, I want to talk about my personal opinion on it as far as them trying to normalize it, them wanting us to think that it's okay. We need to accept this. You can't speak about it. Even here on YouTube, I have to be careful with my words because it's something that you can't really speak very boldly on, or you're going to have issues with the platform. So I'm just not with nobody making me do something. You know, we was all kids once, and I dreamed of being an adult to be able to move how I wanted to move. So for me, I'm like, ain't nobody about to make me do nothing in my adulthood. You ain't gonna make me eat no certain way. You ain't gonna try to manipulate and control my mind to make me think the way you want me to think. None of that. I'm not going for that. I'm using my mind, my muscle that the creator gave me to think. And when I sit back and I look at this, it is confusion. I'm not with it. I'm like Corey, I still love my people, but I can't rock with this lifestyle. I can't imagine somebody I know living this lifestyle and then I bring my kids around. And my kids looking at me like, what is this? That's shocking. That's traumatizing to my own children. But we supposed to just sit there and act like it's not disturbing us to make you comfortable. Meanwhile, we uncomfortable? Ain't nowhere in the world. But y'all leave me a comment and let me know what y'all think about how this is being pushed greater than we have ever seen in our lifetime. Especially if you like a baby old head like me and you was raised in the late 80s, early 90s. You already know we ain't rock with nothing like this. You mess around and get hands put on you. Leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think about the topic. Till the next time, I will catch y'all in the next episode. Shalom.